Welcome back to the reading of Reclaim Yourself with me, Jessica Nuñez-LaMarre. Chapter 13, A Deeper Path to Healing. On one of my life coaching weekends, a guest speaker came in. She said she had been in an accident and had horrible back pain. And while she did everything she could physically, she was still in pain. Her next words changed my life. I started healing the emotional wounds. I didn't even know we had emotional wounds. Imagine what we would look like if our bodies carried the bruises of emotional wounds like they do physical ones. At that point, I only knew of the word healing in terms of medical healing. If someone were hurt or sick, they would heal from their ailments. "Do you have a minute?" I asked on one of the breaks. "Yes," she responded. "Can you tell me more about healing?" Yes, I had emotions stored in my body that needed to be released. I did all I could to help my physical body, yet it wasn't enough. "So you healed your emotions?" I asked. "I healed trauma stored in my body," she responded. I was fascinated. "Can I get the number to your healer?" This started my deep healing journey. I have been working with her healers, in quotes, for years, and my life has transformed. I put healers in quotes because you are the healer of your life. I am the healer of my life. Healers hold space for us to do what our bodies innately know how to do: heal. What I have learned on this healing journey is that everything I've pushed down in my life comes back up, either as a pattern, situation, cycle, or in the way I express myself to the world, or in the way I treat myself in my internal world. The body stores everything, all the pain I experienced, the grief, rage, anger, resentment, and all the traumas, big T and little t. All the times I couldn't be me, the times I learned that being me wasn't enough. I wasn't valued or valuable, wasn't loved or lovable, and was reminded that I had to be someone else other than myself to be worthy of love. All the times I had trusted someone else and got hurt and then couldn't trust myself for fear of being hurt. Along with the fights with my husband and the late nights working, all of these were inside of me. With the help of healing, honoring, acknowledging, listening, and giving a voice to the parts of me that never had a voice, little by little, piece by piece, I was able to clear out the old emotions and the stuck energy that kept me from what I truly wanted and desired in my life. I was able to heal the old stuff that kept me from who I truly was at the core: fully human and fully divine. It was healing that set me free, spirituality that showed me the way, and motherhood that gave me the courage. This healing journey opened up space for me to be me. I had more time for myself. I was feeling less guilty. I was just truly enjoying life more. I had an hour to myself each morning where I quietly meditated. I was going to my classes without guilt. Wayne was cleaning up the house and helping with the kids more. They were becoming more self-sufficient. I was able to spend more time on my business and get monthly massages and healing sessions. I was taking care of myself like never before and like no one else was. I was the only one who could give me what I needed, and I finally realized it. So I did, without guilt. When moms are burned out and exhausted, the last thing they want is another thing on their to-do list. When we heal the cycles and patterns that keep us people-pleasing, overachieving, overdoing, and overworking, that's when we free up time. That's when we gain the time for what we want in life. Where are you people-pleasing? Where are you doing things to make everyone else happy, but it doesn't make you happy? What do you wish you had more time to, but don't? What are you spending your time on? What would you rather spend your time on? I started a journey to learn to love myself again and love all parts of me, even the ones I thought were unlovable. A journey to remember that I am the love and to undo the blocks to feeling and being this love. And this is what I mean by healing. In the beginning, I just started to become aware of myself, of what I didn't want, and then what I wanted and needed. I started to go deeper and meditate. And while that brought peace and more stillness to my mind, it was not the only way to connect to myself. Daily, I connect with myself, with the love within me. This connection can just be a couple of breaths to remind me of the love within me, and can even occur when my emotions overcome me. When I pray, when my heart is full of gratitude, and when I listen to a song or audiobook or read a book that moves me. These connections can occur in many ways. There are times that parts of me show up that have not yet received the love they need or deserve. Their voices have not yet been heard. They don't know yet that they are the love and are important and lovable just as they are. They are parts of me frozen in time, at the time they were hurt. These parts still need to be integrated with love. I hold compassion for them. I get curious about them. What do they need me to know? How can I help them and us? These parts typically show up as cycles or patterns that keep coming up in my life. I have found that the universe will continue to send similar situations in my life that need to be healed. If I ignore these situations, suppress them, or don't become aware of their occurrence and heal them, then they will continue to show up time and time again. They start with a whisper, and if I don't listen, they talk. If I ignore them, they yell. And if I shut down, they scream. Then, once I listen, they integrate with the love that they already are. A couple of times a month, I attend energy healing sessions to work through the hurt or pain of these parts or the beliefs that I picked up in childhood, so that I can remember to love myself and others more, so I can become more of who I truly am. I connect with parts of me, vulnerable parts, that have built up protection layers, and these vulnerable parts do not want to experience what occurred before, so they create protection layers that drive behaviors to keep me from the hurt. I quickly started to realize there were so many events in my life that needed to be healed, and I couldn't just wait until the twice-a-month session. So I started to heal myself and get more curious, aware, and compassionate. And I realized I could hold the space for myself to heal, and that I am powerful enough to heal myself. I heal in many ways. I write and journal about my thoughts, feelings, and experiences. In addition to writing this book, I meditate, use a tapping method, do guided visualizations, pray, read, connect my inner child, use internal family systems, talk with my family about deep pain or hurt, and am open and compassionate in the space. I walk and I get into nature. As I did this more and more, I realized there were still daily frustrations that would make me angry, irritated, or frustrated. As I continued to read Michael Singer's book, An Untethered Soul, The Journey Beyond Yourself, relief flooded me. Finally, I found something I could do at any moment and not feel at that moment that I needed to take a mental note to heal it later. I learned I could just breathe into the uncomfortable feelings, feel it all, breathe into it all, and then let it go. The concept is this simple, though the implementation can be more difficult. It gave me permission to have the power to heal myself. Allow yourself to feel and then breathe into each challenging moment fully. This new personal road of healing was a great relief because I had been so focused on the secret way of life since the time of The Secret. Rhonda Byrne wrote a new book, The Greatest Secret, which I believe is the greatest secret. I love this book because The Secret had felt incomplete to me. It felt like I was leaving out a part of me, an important part of me, that had all these big feelings. I didn't know what to do with them except suppress them so I could focus on the positive. In The Greatest Secret, she explains that we are awareness, and we are the ones who are aware of everything. Knowing you are the love and awareness, you can allow feelings, all feelings, including negative ones, to flow back into source energy, oneness, awareness, and love. Ultimately, I had to heal one thing, which was the relationship with myself. What I've learned on this journey is that everything is a mirror, and it reflects what's inside of you. If you have a situation outside of you and you feel fear, those fears are inside of you. If you feel resentment towards your partner, that resentment is within you. Maybe it's the resentment you felt from your mother to your father, to your mother and father, or towards a sibling. Your spouse is just mirroring back what's inside of you that's ready to be healed. Healing is available to us at each moment. It can be that aha moment, a shift in perspective, undoing old patterns and cycles, and letting go of limiting beliefs and thoughts. It can be deeper, like shadow work and inner child work. It's the moment when we allow ourselves to be loved more fully, and we allow our hearts to integrate parts that have broken off or need mending. It is releasing the blocks and the fears that keep us from the divine love that is within us. Imagine there is water flowing through you. And at one point, most likely when you were a child, it flowed freely. Then as you grew, every time you got frustrated, angry, irritated, and upset, and weren't allowed or didn't allow yourself to feel these feelings, these natural feelings, to flow, the flow of the water was blocked. Imagine that every time you resisted or blocked life, every time you pushed down a feeling, thought, or fear with an "I'm fine" or a distraction instead of allowing yourself to feel it, you blocked the flow of water. Every time you followed someone else's dreams or someone else's path instead of your own, you blocked the flow of the water. Now imagine what it looks like in your body. Is it a flowing river or is it full of dams? This water is love. We are blocking our own love. My goal is to help you release the dams so you can allow the water to flow and the love to engulf you. So, what can you heal? Anything. I recommend starting with limiting thoughts and beliefs. Those repetitive thoughts that criticize you or are negative. They just keep playing over and over. Type A, perfectionist, workaholism, or overworking yourself, yep, they can all be healed. And no, your career won't suffer. In fact, it will grow. Feeling the need to be protective or productive all the time, that you always need to be doing or going. Have you ever been in a situation with someone and thought, why is this happening again? Why does this always happen? Those are typically patterns and cycles that are ready for healing. Are you always putting yourself last? This was learned, and it can be unlearned, aka healed. Find yourself constantly drained, and at the end of the day, you're yelling at the kids? Ask yourself, what does the little girl inside of me need? She's ready to heal. Have emotions that overwhelm you? Emotions are your communication system. Let's help them flow through you as a reference, guide, and guidance system for when you are feeling out of alignment or in alignment. Heal what's underneath so the guidance can be clearer. Do you ever question yourself, your worth, value, capability, or your enoughness? As a woman, this runs deep. If you don't believe it, ask yourself, what do I truly want in my life? What's at the core of me receiving it? Putting your needs last. Is there a belief that you must do this? Comparison, judgment, and obsessive competitiveness? Heal, heal, and heal. Again, you can heal anything. You are the only one who knows what you need. You are the only one who knows how to reconnect with you because you are the only you. Every person's healing journey is unique. The Code of the Extraordinary Mind, 10 Unconventional Laws to Redefine Your Life and Succeed on Your Own Terms, by Vishen Lakhiani, taught me that we all have belief systems programmed into us. This is first when I learned to question my beliefs. Each belief I let go of layer. Many I had my entire life. Each layer I remove brings me closer to me. As I started questioning more and more and removing more layers, I started to realize I was living a life with someone else's belief systems. Some of my beliefs had been passed down from generations of conditioning. Some I had picked up from chance encounters, and others from teachers, school, church, parents, society, and the patriarchy, none of which were mine. As I removed each layer, I learned something new about myself. Compassion set in, forgiveness came more easily, judgment softened, comparison vanished, love grew, and a deeper connection to myself formed. On this journey, I often read or hear about this knowing with a capital K. You already know everything you ever wanted to know. Everything you are and will ever be is inside of you. All the answers you are looking for are within you. I wondered, which part of me are they referring to? Were they referring to the voice inside? If yes, which one? Were they referring to the emotions inside? If yes, which one? Were they referring to the physical hunches inside? If yes, which one? Each book I read, class I took, and the lessons I learned, each of my own experiences with my knowing, brought me more clarity around what they were referring to when they were speaking of this knowing. At one point or another, we all have had a knowing about something, whether it was the way it was going to turn out, the feeling about someone, or we just knew we needed to do something or not do something. We couldn't quite put our finger on it, but we just knew. What I have learned about this knowing is that it is my soul, myself with a capital S. This self is the one inside of me that is kind and compassionate, forgiving, loving, curious, caring to all other parts of me, and of course, courageous. The self, for me, I can feel in my body. It radiates deep from within and is full of love and gratitude in my heart space. Myself works with my mind, body, and emotions to understand and heal the parts of me that don't feel worthy of love and don't feel worthy of being seen, heard, or acknowledged. The parts of me that don't trust, love, or value yet. Sometimes we follow this knowing and we trust ourselves. But sometimes we are talked out of this knowing, maybe by others, but almost always by ourselves, from the parts of us that are fearful, yet not integrated and healed. We will have this knowing, and then our analytical mind, parts that are protecting us, will jump in with doubt, fear, and all the what ifs. So instead of listening and trusting ourselves, we go against our knowing, our intuition, our soul, and ourself. We have probably done this so many times that we just jump directly to the analytical mind. We have built up walls, disconnecting us from our awareness, our knowing, ourself. Our knowing is always there, willing and ready to provide us the love, guidance, and support we desire. We just need to build back up the trust in ourself with a capital S. This knowing always communicates with us, if only we slow down and listen. The way back to ourselves is to heal the belief systems we have picked up that keep us separate from ourselves. It is important to know that through the process of healing, yourself is always with you, loving you. It doesn't only love you once you have been healed or heal everything. Its love is not conditional. It loves you exactly as you are right now in this moment. And it loves all of you, every part of you, even the parts you can't seem to love. If you sense a nagging feeling that you're always supposed to be doing something and are yet feel like something is missing, or find yourself overspending, overeating, or looking to social media or TV to satisfy a longing within you, or you sense an indescribable feeling of wanting more out of life, if it feels like something has been missing in your life and you can't quite put your finger on it, if you're craving something more, something different, and still haven't found it, then there is something missing. You, yourself with a capital S. There is only one person who knows what you need to feel like you again, and that is you. The answers you have been seeking are within you. The key is you. The key to living the life you want is you. To unlock the life you want, a relationship with yourself with a capital S is necessary. And healing removes the blocks so you can have a more intimate relationship with yourself. It all starts by recognizing there is a disconnection and then listening to yourself and honoring the needs of your parts. To rebuild the relationship with yourself, it is imperative to take time to listen to yourself daily and then implement what your soul is calling you to do. I know this isn't easy. I've been there. It takes discipline and support from others. That's why I'm here for you. I will guide you on a journey to rediscover yourself. After spending years in healing and seeing a lifetime of it to come, I've been able to reconnect to myself. I don't yell as much, and I have more time for myself every single day without guilt. I have a more loving, supportive, and intimate relationship with my children, family, and husband. And I quit my corporate career to follow my dreams of writing this book. I feel more aligned and guided than ever. I love myself and my life more than I ever thought I could. And I want this for you too. The reason I heal and am so passionate about helping others heal is that I've discovered there is this beautiful love within me. The feeling this love invokes within me moves me to tears. It is so magical. And I want everyone to feel this love, this beautiful love that comes from within. I believe my healing journey allowed me access to this love that is within me, available to me at any moment. I believe my healing journey opened the door to my heart to allow the love to flow again. The reason I'm so passionate about loving all of ourselves, including our bodies, is that I realized my body stored all the suppressed emotions, thoughts, feelings, beliefs, and experiences until I was ready to heal them. My body waited for me until I had the courage, compassion, and heart to transform my life. We all have the power to heal ourselves. However, sometimes even the best of us need support. I'm here to help guide you back to the love that is within you, to hold the space for you to heal the blocks and fears keeping you from this love, from you. You are worthy and deserving of this divine love that is within you. You are this love. If you feel called by the words you're reading or listening to, your soul is calling. She's the whisper looking for a new way. She's the one who guided you to this book. She's the one calling you back to your heart. If you're ready for a change, a new way takes one step. Just one small step each day that makes you feel more connected to yourself. In part 3, I provide the 3-step rediscovery process to help you on your healing journey so you can reconnect to the love within. Welcome to the journey back to you. Let's get started.